What is up, everybody? RandomRandomMan here, bringing you my review for Moonlight. Based on In Moonlight, Black Boys Look Blue by Terrell Alvin McCraney, the plot basically follows Chiron, played by three separate actors, as he's living in Miami during the era where the war on drugs becomes more prevalent, as he is living with his abusive mother, played by Naomi Harris, and doesn't really have a father figure in his life, as he confides in a drug dealer with a heart of gold, Juan, played by Mahershala Ali, as he continues his journey of self-discovery as Chiron discovers who he really is. Now, I have finally seen this movie after all the praise that has been said regarding this film within the past year. Many have claimed that it is one of, if not the best film of 2016. Awards buzz abound with many nominations and wins. 8 Academy Award nominations have been bestowed onto this movie. So going in, I definitely expected a film that is as unique as many people have been making it out to be. With the performances, this movie is incomparably acted. Every single person in this film is super convincing, starting out with the 3 actors who play Chiron. The youngest version, played by Alex Hibbert, with the nickname Little, the teenage one, played by Ashton Sanders, and the oldest adult one, played by Trevante Rhodes, nicknamed Black. All 3 of these actors do an incredible job displaying who Chiron is as a person. Now, to me, they look nothing alike. I don't think that they share much resemblance with one another, but the mannerisms that every single actor portraying Chiron brings to portraying his character onto the big screen really is nice, with the cadence being brought in between every act that this character grows up in. The other supporting actors in this film all do as excellent of jobs as the actors who played Chiron. There are 3 actors who play Chiron's closest friend, Kevin. They all do great jobs. Mahershala Ali plays that drug dealer with a heart of gold named Juan, who is not in the movie that much. He really is only relegated to appearing within the first third of this movie, with Alex Hibbert as the youngest version of Chiron, but the screen time that he does give is really impactful. Naomi Harris plays Chiron's mother throughout all the film, and this is a performance unlike anything I've ever seen coming from her. But man, this is the best performance I've ever seen from her as this really abusive mother who is also a drug addict. Really, the transformation that she has throughout the course of this movie is mesmerizing, to say the least. Even Janelle Monáe, who shows up as a minor character in this movie, the girlfriend to Mahershala Ali's character, who kind of acts like a surrogate mother to Chiron whenever he feels down or just needs a place to stay. She does a very nice job here. She really impressed me here and in Hidden Figures, where Ali also showed up. Completely different characters in this film, but it's nice to see them in films like these. Everyone all around does fantastic jobs with the acting. The story here really had me intrigued from frame 1. The film is already based on a pre-existing idea, and according to the writer-director Barry Jenkins, it is also semi-autobiographical. So the shades of realism that this movie portrays is really telling, and I think it is really authentic in what is shown within this area of the United States, Miami, Florida, where there's a lot of drugs everywhere, and it is difficult to grow up in this tumultuous time, especially for someone like Chiron, who is struggling with his own identity as he finds out that he is gay. Writer-director Barry Jenkins handles the subject matter with masterful care. He cherishes what he wants to show us on screen in developing Chiron as a character, which makes this a great character study to see how this boy turned into an adult develops as he grows up. This movie is aesthetically gorgeous, beautiful in short. The cinematography is something purely blissful in what we get to witness in the beauty that this movie beholds. The score by Nicholas Britell is something that I really haven't heard that much of in films, since he uses stringed instruments to convey the emotion that we're supposed to feel, especially since it is so powerful in how we witness Chiron's journey. The way this movie is paced is magnificently done. The movie is broken up in very much a 3-act structure where we follow Chiron as a kid, teenager, and an adult, running at a little under 2 hours, about an hour and 50 minutes. No act overstayed their welcome for too long. With all this being said, the issues I have with this film are minor in retrospect, but there's something I have to bring up in how I felt after the movie ended. Now, many people were definitely moved when this film came out and how they feel it is relevant. I do think this is an important film, but I think that the way its importance is shelled out overbears really the rest of the movie. Make no mistake, I was really invested by this movie. I kind of found it more interesting than it was something that impacted me that hard. With that being said though, the more I thought about this movie, especially on the way back after seeing it, the more it grew on me. I was moved quite a bit by how the movie ended, but just how this movie really expresses what a lot of people go through in real life, in their day-to-day activities, and just how difficult it is to grow up in these circumstances, really had a candle with me. Once again, nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. Many people, as soon as this film premiered, called this the early frontrunner for the Best Picture Oscar. But much like last year, I'm not sure what's going to win Best Picture, as this film's biggest competition mainly lies within La La Land and Manchester by the Sea. Moonlight isn't necessarily my favorite to win Best Picture, but I do think it is an important film that anyone, regardless of their background, should see, with how it expresses what it has to say within its themes and messages. I'm not necessarily going to herald it a masterpiece, though the movie is still growing on me, but I will say, what I can say as of right now, this is a great film. The acting, the writing, the direction, cinematography, the score, its subject matter, how it is all handled. It's something that you should see if you haven't already. I highly recommend it. My final verdict for Moonlight is 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you all, as always, for watching. Be sure to like this video, comment on what you thought of Moonlight, subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll catch you on the next movie review.